You're trying to be cute so you get some petting, huh? Sweet boy. Sweet boy. Get there. Hey everybody, it's Monica with King's Titan Homestead, and welcome to our channel, or if you've seen the channel before, welcome back into my, we're gonna call this Monica's Messy Kitchen. No, actually, so hope you had wonderful holidays. This is kind of what happens. We've got a mess going on. I am working on trying to get a bunch of mixes made ahead of time so that when I start to get busy in spring, I have some go-to dishes that are already prepared and already in the freezer, or something that can be slapped together really quick so that we can still have a nice home-cooked meal and I don't put on 10 pounds eating fast food. Plus, that's not good for you. Not good for you. So what I have here is a very old cookbook, well, not very old, but one that is like my go-to, and I don't even know where it's falling apart. So I don't even know where the copyright on it is. But anyway, this one is the Make a Mix Cookery, and I've used this for probably 30 years in just a few of the recipes. And all of a sudden I'm just like, I don't know, I was sleeping and I was thinking about all the stuff coming up and how I just want to be more prepared and more organized, you know, for the coming year, especially if we have another crazy bee season. And I thought to myself, ooh, you know what you used to do a long time ago is you were starting to go through this Make a Mix book and make things. And I had some, you know, two go-to recipes, like the Mexican meat mix in here is really nice for making enchiladas very quickly and chimichangas very quickly, so that's a good one. The hot roll mix was really a good one, and they have a cake mix, you know, and just things that you can go to where you don't buy a bunch of packaging, you know, like you don't go and get Betty Crocker or Duncan Hines and you know, I think they even have like a stuffing mix in here so that you have it all prepared and you don't buy it. It doesn't have as many of the additives and the preservatives and all those chemicals and stuff in it. This is just like a from scratch, you know, items to have in your pantry for quick, you know, quick food. And so the one that I'm making today, I have not made before, but it sounds lovely. It sounds like a very nice base for comfort food. And comfort food's one of my favorite things. So basically, if I could find it here, I will put a Amazon link for this Make a Mix. I think they came out with like a newer version, but I'm not sure. I think Amazon has it, and I will put a link to it below. And of course, everybody knows it's an affiliate link, and so if you happen to click on it and make a purchase, I might make a few pennies from that purchase. Just need to tell you that. So basically, it is the Braised Beef Cube mix. Now, you don't have to do it with beef. You can do it with, you know, another type of red meat. So basically, we're going to call it like an elk or a venison if you're hunters. You know, that kind of thing. I would even try it with like a goat meat. You know, basically, you know, we're homesteaders. We want to try to be more self-sustainable, and so you know, basically what I have here is 5 pounds of venison. So in this recipe, it calls for adding, and then I go, hey, stay away from these mixes, but let's go get some convenience. This is such a hypocrite. Anyway, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. So basically, this is Lipton's Recipe Secrets. This is the onion soup mix. You can find making the imitation for just about everything that I am using here. I'm just being quick. So you can find the imitation by Google searching, you know, like, you know, your own DIY cream of mushroom soup, your own cream of celery. We're going to just be using a lot. So, but this one here is the package, one packet of Lipton onion soup mix. I mean, you pick this apart, there's a lot of stuff in it. And then 2 bay leaves. Now, you know, I know somebody in 3 Points here. I live near 3 Points, Arizona. And I know somebody actually has a bay tree. A little bit more difficult to grow in our neck of the woods. But I'm going to definitely try it. It's one of the plants that I want to add to the farm. So then it had a can of cream of celery soup. And 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. Now what I'm gonna, you know, as I'm gonna like just tell you everything that goes into it here real quick, and then I'll finish putting everything together to speed this video along. But they also call for a can of golden mushroom soup. And so you can get, like I was talking about, I don't have it here. It was not in my pantry. These things were in my pantry. The golden mushroom soup is not. So I was like thinking to myself, wow, what can I do to make something that might taste similar to it, right? So you can go on Google again, as I mentioned, and you can like try to make your own DIY imitation Campbell's golden mushroom soup. And there's recipes that pop up. I decided I'm not going to go into all of that craziness. I am basically just going to go ahead and use something what I would assume would be similar. And so I've got a can of beef broth. So the beef broth is going to go in there. And here's where it gets crazy. I have freeze-dried mushrooms, and so, you know, golden mushroom soup mix. So what I'm gonna be doing, and this is a lot more than just 1 can. I love mushrooms, and I was looking at the recipe and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna put more mushrooms than what the original recipe will call for. So this is gonna be a little bit more on the mushroom side. So I rehydrated, and excuse my hands, I rehydrated the mushrooms, and so I'm just going to basically add the mushrooms to this. I'm going to add more water also to this. It actually calls for, I believe, 1 quart of water in the recipe. And and you can do this in like a huge Dutch oven. I just got a giant stoneware pan. This is a Pampered Chef, I believe, stoneware pan. I am going to add more water to it. I just didn't know if I should use the mushroom water. You know, it's like it's been freeze dried. It's kind of like washing them. That's my feeling. So I'm going to use fresh water to go in here. So basically I'm just going to add the cans of soup then, and I'm going to stir all of this together if I don't throw it on the floor. I'm going to stir it all together, and I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to put it in the oven at 300 degrees for 3 hours. And then I'm just going to take it out, let it cool down, and put it into freezer bags in 8 different servings. So that's their suggestion is 8 servings, but for Dan and I probably won't do as I'll probably do more because, you know, it's only 2 of us. And one of the really cool ideas to use this mix for, I mean, is just to throw it over some egg noodles. And okay, so I don't have any egg noodles in my pantry, but do you know how to make egg noodles? It's so simple. If you got eggs, and we do, we got chickens, they're coming out of our ears right now. So you got eggs, flour, and a pinch of salt. And there, roll it out thin. You don't need any fancy equipment. You can just use a rolling pin and a knife and slice up your little butter noodles and boil them and then serve this on top, and we've got meals. So yeah, I'm almost done here. So yeah, I can't wait to find out how this tastes. I'm kind of excited about this one. Anybody seen Dan? Nope. I'm gonna sneak some of the dessert I made Christmas Eve. I made Croatian honey pie. Oh, there's a little bit left. Mine's a little thick, but that's okay. So it's made with plum jam. Oh, yummy. It is a cinnamon honey biscuit with layers of buttercream, biscuit again, plum jam, biscuit, more buttercream, and more biscuit. Oh, you can't go wrong. This stuff is so good. Yum. Oh. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, right now I'm not impressed on how liquidy it is, but maybe once it cools down, it will be better. But it does have, so this was very tough meat, like stuff I would have normally turned into burger. It is very tender. The taste is not very strong. I mean, it doesn't have a great seasoning, so it definitely is a base for making other things. So I added a little garlic salt and pepper and stuff like that to this little bowl that I was taste testing, and it's making it better. So I think what I would do, definitely gonna make some noodles to go with it. Definitely add more seasoning, and next time I make it, I'm going to use less liquid.